souls, how's everybody doing today? Obviously I have a notebook for today. I still wanted to show up and do my video for the 60-day challenge. I had to make pointer notes today because I had a death in the family, and I still want to show up and make sure that, I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Rest my significant other's cousin's soul. May she rest in peace, but I still wanted to show up, and that's what this is about before I get started. That's what this channel's about. It's about empowering others. It's about making sure that we're not alone in this world. It might be raw, healing in real time, whatever the case may be, but, I just wanted to still show up for you guys. So you already know I don't like being on camera, but I say that every week, but I just I wanted my notes to be my notes today because of having a long day. But I love you guys, and I'm so glad you guys stick with me all the time. We're going to reflect on day 37, protecting your peace and guarding your energy. Protecting your peace. You can't pour from an empty cup. Choosing yourself doesn't mean that you don't love other people. Me personally, I've learned that protecting my peace isn't selfish. If I'm constantly drained, overwhelmed, or carrying everybody's emotions, I can't show up as my best self. A lot of people don't understand that, and it's not meant for everybody to understand. That's where it goes into my boundaries. Not everyone will understand your boundaries. You don't need you don't need permission to protect your mental health. And no, this was the most important. No isn't it is a complete sentence. Y'all know I get tongue-tied, so bear with me today. One thing I've learned is that every boundary doesn't need a long explanation. Sometimes the answer is simply no, and that's okay. It's not meant for everybody to understand. Our healing's not meant for everybody to understand. So as long as we know that, my phrase is, it is what it is. If people think that you've changed because you started your healing journey, no matter where you're at in this life, whether you're just starting your healing, whether you're halfway through, whether you're almost done or you feel like you're almost done. Me personally, I believe that I may never be done healing. There might be something 20 years from now that I still have to heal. My third one was peace often requires letting go. Let go of guilt, let go of drama, let go of relationships that only bring chaos. Growth sometimes looks like walking away from what keeps disturbing your peace. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care about yourself too. That was my hardest thing. I felt like I cared about everything and everyone, but I never cared enough about myself. Never. Until these past 2 years. And the day that I say this all the time, the day I chose myself was the best day, but it was hard. Healing is not easy, and it's not for everybody, even though you hope it is for everybody. I want to know what is one boundary that you guys chose. I'm not even going to look at my notes no more, but I will say this. The life you deserve can't be built in a place that's constantly stealing your peace. I can't scream that enough. Because in my healing journey, a lot of people thought I changed. Oh, you physically changed. You lost weight. You did this. You did that. No. It started off as depression, and then I got tired of feeling the way that I was feeling. I tried meditation. I tried yoga. I tried a lot of stuff. And how am I supposed to speak the words that I have that's on my heart if I let fear get in the way? I still have a long ways to go about learning that. But as long as I show up and I do it every day, and I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I believe that I will build that life that I deserve. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to show my son it's okay to be himself. be authentic, never let nobody dim your light. I'm trying to show him that it's okay to be scared and still show up. And I know that he sees me a little bit. He's actually over there helping me today. He's over there walking. He gets nervous and anxiety. So he said, I'll just take a run. But thank you guys for tuning in with me. Hopefully next week is a little bit different. Like I said, I had a long day today, but I still wanted to come make sure I was still showing up for myself. I love you, my beautiful soul. Mwah, mwah, and I hope you guys continue to stay with me. Hopefully soon we can do Empower Hour on live stream once I get there. I love you guys, and thank you again.